All right. So, should we get a recap from Mr. JP?
Sure. Last week, we did a bad thing. What was that bad thing, you asked? Well, it was the betrayal of trust of Teshi, our lovely troll companion that we promised the world and delivered nothing but hell onto him. So we decided that we were going to sneak into the cultist camp, where I was like, you know what? This place needs more misery, hellfire, and thunder, and decided to cast Call Lightning and absolutely incinerated this poor absolute mook of a human being that then got absolutely burnt to a crisp. It was at this point, Thomas was like, Teshi, I believe in you. You can fly. You believe you can fly. You can do it. Go for it. And he charged headfirst at the wizard, sailing through the air, only to get slapped out into the ground by a giant Bigsby's hand, being all like, Anyway, after deciding that he didn't really like being held by this big old hand, he was like, you know what, you're going to get held by some big old hands, and pulled out his arms and, just carried this dude into the sky. Skyra was like, man, it's really hard to discern which one I should hit right now, so I'm just going to launch a fireball at them. It's just like, you know what, it's not that difficult, Skyra. You can probably do it if you tried and launched a firebolt at them. Once they continued further into the air and just completely out of range, Thomas thought, you know what, we've had our fun, and decided to drop concentration on fly. Bobby may make some pretty good pancakes, but she can't make them as fast as Thomas can, as he made a wizard troll pancake in about 6 seconds. It was awesome. Anyway, once the wizard got impaled on the troll's ribs, we decided to retrieve the book that we later found out was bound in fiend hide, which is pretty icky, gave it to Jace, and Jace was like, man, this dude was a total nerd, and decided to be a total nerd and inspect the spells himself. The cultists really didn't put up much of a fight after Raya reduced one to a crisp. Raya also managed to fairy fire Caden, which was pretty rude. I then wasted my inspiration. Just completely. However, then the trolls decided that we had betrayed them, which, to be fair, we had. Scara then decided, no, we hadn't betrayed them. This is how much we haven't betrayed them. We haven't betrayed them so much that Teshi himself believes that we haven't betrayed them and said, this is Teshi, as he cast a message into the mind of one of the trolls. The trolls, being as thick as pig shit, decided to believe Scara and went, you know what? You guys are all right. We then decided that this was an awful, awful situation that we wanted to leave as soon as possible because trolls feasting on the body of wizards and other trolls was pretty icky, so we headed back to the camp where we all had a lovely time. There were some chocolate-covered strawberries that Thomas decided not to have. However, he did decide to have some whiskey as Caden and Thomas got absolutely plastered, while the other four discussed the intricacy of echoes, caves, and should we bring Magaresh up a hill. We then got to the mountain and decided, shit, it's cold, we can't light fires, we're going to have to use prestidigitation and heat metal to cook those pancakes that we all so much love and adore. We're at the foot of a mountain, it's cold.
We also met a unicorn.
Oh yeah, we did that too, that was fun. The unicorn was pretty antisocial and told us to fuck off, so we did. Now we're at the foot of a mountain, it's cold.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Alright guys, with that, I think we should probably do the thing